Welcome back. In this video I'm going to be talking about the secondary air intake system, which is an emissions control thing that the Panigale has. What's on the table here is what I actually removed from the bike. Each of these plates is connected to one of the heads, and then there's this control unit which plugs into the bottom of the airbox. So there's a couple of companies that supply kits to remove this. I happen to go for one called from Smart Moto. Ordered it off eBay. Really quick service, and the kit seems to be pretty damn good. So just to show you, for example, this block off is on the rear cylinder, and then that is under the airbox, and that's on the front cylinder. Obviously, removing the block of plate from the rear cylinder is pretty straightforward. It's easily accessible, but the majority of the work is going to be on the right hand side of the bike, underneath the wiring loom. So the first thing you have to do once you've taken all your fairings off is you have to take this loom plate out. I'll take you around, have a look, and you'll see what I've done here. I'm building a race bike, so I'm happy to strip things off. I think if you really wanted to, you could leave that plate on and you could just pull it back. It just makes things quite a bit more tricky. So, where to start? Once you've taken the wiring plate, that loom plate off, you're going to have the controller sitting in this area over here, and it will be plugged in. So you're going to pull the plug out. That's the easy bit. And then you've got 3mm hex bolts. You're going to have one on this side that you can see, and there's another in there that you can't actually see. So it's going to take you a bit of time. This is going to be the hardest part of removing the AIS. That one you can crack easily, and you've just got to work around the controller. And once you've got those two hex bolts off, you release the pipework, the actual hoses. What I suggest you do is you release the hose off the rear cylinder on the left-hand side of the bike, because you're going to be pulling that hose through this gap here. So once the screws are out, you're just going to slide that controller down. It'll slide out easily, and there'll be a hole in the airbox. The kit that I have comes with this plastic plug. So you just firmly press the plug in. That seals the hole into the airbox. That's done. You should also get a connector of some description in your kit. I presume there's a resistor in there, so you've got to plug that in. That's that done. And then the easy part is actually just removing those blanking plates. So the trickiest one is on the front cylinder. It's actually behind this ABS control unit. So you've got 3 bolts on the controller, and you can peel it away. It is a little bit tricky to work on, but it's not the end of the world. So it's just going to take a little bit of creativity to get in there. And that's pretty much it. It's really simple. The hardest part is getting everything off. What I've also done is I've taken photographs before I started stripping the wiring off, so I know when I put it all back, I have a pretty good idea of where it's going to go. And that's AIS.